Hey, welcome back everyone. We are just getting closer and closer to the official release of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series with, of course, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen coming back as the roles of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. We have the marketing run of the Kenobi TV series that's all set and ready to begin by mid to late March, including the official trailer, along with several posters and promo images. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. I do post a couple of entertaining things from time to time and really make sure to interact with you guys further. So what's even all the more exciting right now is that, yes, we are really getting to learn more and more about George, John, and Dave's stance on Star Wars and exactly what's happening with, of course, TV shows like the Ahsoka series, The Mandalorian Season 3, Mando Season 4, and of course, let's not forget about Star Wars Andor as well, Season 2 and Season 3. So there's a lot at work, and there's a lot at play here when it comes to Star Wars, because that's just the beginning. That's just, you know, the very first phase of the franchise on Disney+. We have a lot more announcements coming our way at Star Wars Celebration by Bob Chapek. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are set to join the stage at the event as long as it doesn't get canceled. Cross your fingers. But one thing about all of this that's even all the more interesting is the fact that exactly what's been going on with Lucasfilm as a company. Now, we already know that Lucasfilm as a company has been long overdue to actually get cleaned up, and I'm talking about new employees, new creatives behind the scenes to take care of Star Wars in a more respectful light. And we've seen already a lot of, you know, those getting rehired or a lot of those getting replaced, you know, very slowly the past number of months. And it could very well have had something to do with the fact of why, you know, we are seeing a great improvement in the CGI technology, such as with what they used with Luke Skywalker, you know, everything related to that. There's a lot at work with the new tech and, of course, the new way of filming with the new technology. Now, on top of all of this, what's even all the more intriguing has something big to do with, of course, Kathleen Kennedy and George Lucas. Now, with both Disney and Lucasfilm now focused on their new Star Wars TV shows that will be unveiled at Celebration this year, creators Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have been working on the Ahsoka series and are getting ready to begin filming with Rosario Dawson in the coming weeks. Now, however, it's described that currently behind the scenes, Disney CEO Bob Chapek has been making key adjustments to the Star Wars universe. Now, it's noted, however, that Disney CEO Bob Chapek has been in conversations with creator Jon Favreau about the new president of Lucasfilm and their plan for Kathleen Kennedy to leave by the beginning of 2023, earlier than expected, and that they are now officially trying to get creator Jon Favreau on board as president of Lucasfilm by the time 2024 arrives. Now, further, currently Disney's plan is to fire Kathleen Kennedy and let her go by late 2022. That will go into full effect, that will bring in George Lucas as the new president of Lucasfilm, temporarily speaking, by the first half of 2023. Now, Disney's plan is to have George run the business end of Lucasfilm and organize the company and rework it all from the ground up. Even though Lucas is being planned as a temporary solution, a temporary president, if you will, of the company, he will be controlling of who will be hired for creative talent for the new several years of Star Wars content on multiple Star Wars projects as well. So let me just stop right here for 1 second. Now, we actually touched on this lightly a couple of months ago of how Bob Chapek has really been planning a lot of big things for 2023, a lot of big things with George Lucas stepping in as the temporary solution of the new president of Lucasfilm. They have also been in the talks with Jon Favreau being the permanent fill-in, and that is something that I think seems to be unlikely. Jon Favreau, as of right now, he's really trying to decide on whether or not he wants to actually go after that offer and take the role as president of Lucasfilm. Obviously, you know, this is a man that's very passionate. He's a fan at heart. He loves the Star Wars fandom. He loves creating these stories. So me personally, guys, to tell you the truth, I don't see Jon Favreau becoming the permanent solution of the president of Lucasfilm. I don't see that happening, but that's just my opinion. But Jon Favreau was given the offer, and Jon Favreau is thinking about actually taking that offer, but he's going to decide throughout the next couple of months to the end of the year on exactly what he wants to do for, of course, you know, becoming the president of Lucasfilm and controlling both the business and creative side of things. So, with that being said, however, alright, Disney is actually looking at Jon Favreau as the permanent solution. However, Jon Favreau is described to be very conflicted about all of this, and about this offer, as he enjoys writing Star Wars stories for the fans and keeping on the creative side of things. It's something that Favreau will have to decide on by late 2022, before the finalized plans come into play with Kathleen Kennedy. Now, as for Lucas becoming president for months throughout 2023, Lucas has already been informed by Bob Chapek about their plan to let go of Kennedy. Kennedy also knows all about this plan by Disney in order to bring in George Lucas to rework Lucasfilm. It's something that Kathleen Kennedy is not taking lightly, and has even been brought this up to the Disney higher-ups, believe it or not, to actually kind of prevent all of this from happening. So this is not all that surprising. When you think about Kathleen Kennedy, it's all about pretty much what she wants to pursue. It's her way or the highway, and that's all there is to it. So moving on from this, what's even all the more interesting about this is that as of this moment, Chapek is also planning new strategies for Lucas to serve as the temporary fill-in over at Lucasfilm. Now, Lucas is described to be very excited about this offer, as it won't be too much of a burden for him at a later age, as he will be the president for multiple months only in 2023. Bob Chapek is also excited to be working with Lucas on TV shows that he will be co-writing, such as Star Wars Underworld for Disney+. So yes, that is absolutely one thing to be excited for, is the fact that we have Lucas co-writing Star Wars Underworld. If you guys have no idea what Underworld is, go ahead and check out the leaked footage from 2007. They are essentially resurrecting that TV show and making it into a reality for Disney+. This was basically, back then, going to be the first Star Wars live-action TV series, and if you want my real opinion, I think that it had a lot more potential than even that The Mandalorian is giving us right now. There was so much embedded within the plot of Star Wars Underworld. It was all going to be this post-Order 66 timeline, taking place on worlds and locations such as Coruscant, Nar Shaddaa, you know, Nal Hutta as a whole. I mean, so many different areas that was going to be explored, and that's exactly what they are going to be resurrecting now. Now, with that being said, however, the thing about Bob Chapek, you know, looking at this entire strategy of giving Kathleen Kennedy the boot, essentially, by the end of this year, that will go into full effect in early 2023, we're talking about the first quarter, and then throwing in George Lucas for a couple of months to actually serve as a temporary president, I kind of like that. I kind of like that because, well, let's be realistic here. George Lucas, you know, yes, he's a little up there in age. He can't become the president, you know, forever. He can't stay as the permanent solution, and plus, George has also made it very clear that he doesn't really want to have all these burdens. That's why, you know, with TV shows like Underworld, he's not a main writer, he's a co-writer. That's why with other TV shows that he's working on with John and Dave, you know, he's either helping them out, you know, kind of advising them or showing them the way of what to do, or yes, he is writing some material of specific scenes for those Star Wars stories. So he's not really a main creator of the new Star Wars universe per se, but he's taking it easy. And I expect that from George because, yes, he's said that before in the past. It's why he didn't do the sequel trilogy, because it was too tiring for him as well. So on top of all this, guys, you know, let me know what you think about all this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.